The final game in January takes us to downtown Orlando, the Amway Center, as the Thunder, one of the hottest teams in the NBA, running a 5-game winning streak, take on the Orlando Magic and opening up this East Coast.
Is there a jump ball school that the officials go to? This is what I judge. Okay, that was a good.
That was a great tip, or a great toss, I should say.
It was.
Well, you're really paying attention that closely to the ball toss, huh?
Absolutely.
Oh, Gordon cuts right down the lane. That's against the Eastern Conference, 13-4 coming in after that big win on Sunday night against the Bucks. George goes right at Isaac, able to finish over the tall.
The of this win streak was against the 76ers. Have not looked back since.
Gordon takes the bump. That's going to be a continuation. Been in the league now 10 years as Gordon tried to turn the corner on George. A couple of Thunder players converge, but he's still able to finish.
Adjustment part of the game the Thunder trying to make for this first couple of minutes. Probably for the next few minutes.
Vucevic on the dive. And Noel couldn't quite cleanly get it, but George has it squirted free all the way to the rim. There's going to be an and one.
An art in the NBA right now.
Westbrook gives it right back to Nerlens Noel with the flood. George gets into his move and knocks down the shot.
That's just pretty. Come on, man. It's just nice surgical movement.
Vucevic.
Yeah, a far galaxy.
Oh, nice play as Jeremy Grant, so athletic.
Sunday afternoon, they were right at the rim.
One of the best shot blockers is Paul George, lines up another tray.
And he can get a good shot without a pick and roll, and that's a huge advantage, guys. Steve Clifford called that playoff basketball.
In the first quarter. And the lob, Vucevic able to slip behind the defense.
He's had 52 makes from downtown, but that's his game right there. That little mid-range is.
George wants to get out of the break. Goes right at Isaac, and how about that?
Drop to me.
Does it count for a teardrop against Jonathan Isaac? And scoring. A role that he has embraced this season. Vucevic, that's going to be a block, but the double out on Ross. Tries to create some space on Schroeder, and that's a difficult shot.
He's also had a 50-point game in his career when he was with the Toronto Raptors.
Well, Ross averaging a career high over 13, but how about Russell Westbrook?
I gotta love the fact they got 10 free throw attempts here in this first quarter already.
The ball fake, and Ross now 3 for 3. Dennis Schroeder handling the ball. Gives it down to Jeremy Grant. Carves out some space like he always does. Coming up on a minute to go. Simmons trying to turn the corner on George. Takes a bump, left it short, but Bamba with the reader. High draft pick, was one of the top recruits coming out of high school. George, oh, he leaned into it. Didn't matter.
Patterson on that play as well, or initiated, folks.
Simmons wants the three himself and drains it.
Early in the shot clock as well. Thunder will take that.
How many times have we seen that this year? Hand in the face on Schroeder, trying to size up the rookie. Oh, he blew right by him. Oh, my. Thunder's defense much better so far here in the second, but bucket of the second quarter for the Magic. As George slips around the screen, takes the bump, counted in the foul. Alley-oop. Fournier scoops and scores. There's a Frenchman. George left open in transition and capitalizes. The Thunder with a 6-point lead.
And I like that, trying to get him a shot right away. It's still ablaze.
Vucevic, nice move. See what happens here is Isaac now switched up on PG. Trying to make the move. Well, not the spin move. We've been asking all season long, how do you defend Paul George? This time, Isaac trying to keep him in front. George takes the bump, got it to drop, and the foul. Oh, here with this beautiful first half, and how about the block by Nerlens Noel on Vucevic? Westbrook 1-on-3, carves up the lane and score. Westbrook again. Sidesteps, how about the dashing drive from Russ? We've seen Russell Westbrook and Paul George here Go off in Orlando. Vucevic with that baby hook shot. Fournier. Thunder doing a good job of getting back defensively. Floats it up, and now.
If you're the Thunder right now, just keep running your sets. You've been able to have great success. That's a good look for Alex Abrines, and he delivers, folks.
Deep three goes right into the arms of Westbrook. Looking for some teammates and finds a team through his look. That time passed out of the post. Fournier drains the triple. Well, the Magic just continue to take threes, and George continues to find his way to the rim.
He's got 31 points.
On 11 out of 16 shooting. And Fournier able to make it 2 and Grant trying to keep it alive. Sends it up the floor, and Fournier gets behind everybody. Under a minute to go. George slings it across the baseline. Jeremy Grant knocks it down. Orlando going to try to settle for the final shot of this first half. Augustine, little stutter step, gave it up to Vucevic for the drive and kick. There's the drive. No kick needed. Westbrook took a shot. They play a two-person game. A little bit of a mismatch here. Vucevic gave it right back out to the corner. That's just too open if you're Augustine. Boy, he saved it on the deck. George thought about the three instead. Knifing across the lane, finds the open man. Westbrook drains it from downtown. Billy Donovan thought there was a defensive 3 seconds. George, again, the ball rotating. But Diallo steps into a very deep two with his, continues to launch from downtown, a battle for the rebound. Augustine, check the tape. Back to an open Gordon three. At some point it was going to go down.
Be aware of the three-point shooters and their spacing. The Magic's doing a good job of getting those open shots.
Nice answer out of the timeout.
Dude, you execute it to perfection. Good job by the coaching staff.
All those a run silencer. But how about Jonathan Isaac? Able to keep it alive. Augustine doesn't want to deal with any of the tall timber inside by the Thunder. Vucevic muscles his way up.
Fournier is a shooter, and so is Ross, who's in the corners. So you have to stay home on those guys.
Fournier with the hesitation. And the ball tapped out. Jaren Grant spins, finds the rim, and scores. Thunder's offense has just completely gone dormant here over the last couple of minutes as Nader able to quiet things down. Skip pass over to a wide open Isaac shooter. And the ball tapped by Simmons. Another three. The look, Patterson. That rims out. All the momentum right now with Orlando is Grant down the lane. Made the great defensive play, but just couldn't quite get it to drop in. And Bumbo on the slip. Defensive breakdown.
Well, a little miscommunication between. Oh, look at this here. Wow. That was too
Hello.
easy.
Gordon drives. Defense stands up. Ross. No. Gordon. Nobody boxed him out.
Thunder not able to stop that right now.
Shooter pulls up for the mid-range. Nothing but net.
But, you know, you got to get back to the fundamentals of boxing them out.
Ross met at the top.
You know, offensive rebounding, you know, defensive rebounding for the Thunder. You know, the shooter will get the
Oh, that's going to count.
That's a big bucket.
Jay Augustine, point guards handling the ball, hate that kind of stuff. Ross continues, and another three. And nearly 14 points a game. But Schroeder comes right back. That three rims out of the hands of Simmons. And the Thunder can add. Westbrook full steam ahead. The dashing drive. Defense, and again, Westbrook up ahead. Noel saves it out of bounds. Finds George knifing down the lane in the scoop and score.
That loose ball, as we always say, folks, that loose change up off the floor. See what happens when you pick it up.
Backdoor cut. And Isaac got behind. And Russell Westbrook has done so much to control this game. Dennis Schroeder, some offense, make it 12 points here in the fourth.
That three-point line, they haven't been able to get a good look at a three. And your offense is feeding off of that as well.
Oh, Schroeder again.
On the basketball.
Great help coming from the weak side.
Pull up three, heat check. Schroeder did a good job. Ran the shot clock down. Now Vucevic turns into traffic, but hooks it in. They were 10 for 12 in the quarter before that miss as a team. Ross for three. He got it. Terrence off the screen. Drills it for three. with the block. Plenty of time on the shot clock. George, tough finish. Vucevic puts the move on and hooks it in. George rising over Fournier. Gotta stay on that rectangle. 3-point shot is good.
And you know, you're talking about a night when you were shorthanded, no Steven Adams. You withstand the offensive rebounding. Understandable, because Steven Adams averaged almost 5 offensive rebounds a game. He's not there. Terrence Ferguson's not there. Hamidou Diallo. You get Nerlens Noel step up in starting position.